What's up, world? I'm your host, Nico, and this is Charger to the Game. Today I got a couple of my friends with me. Introduce yourselves.
Brandon.
I'm Naja.
Nikita.
And today's topic is, can the opposite sex be friends? So how do y'all feel about the opposite sex being friends?
Hell yeah.
Yes,
That's
of
short
course.
answer is
Right.
absolutely.
The short answer is of course. Why not?
What kind of fucking shit is that?
I thought the best option was to
Take a
take
drink.
a drink
Okay.
before we got into that.
So you don't think the opposite sex can be
I
friends?
do think so. I think it takes a lot of effort. We were speaking off camera about having baby daddy and everything like that, but it takes time and a lot of effort.
I don't think so.
I mean, but that's just one dynamic.
Right.
But
Right, that's-
overall,
Right.
of course.
Overall, I feel like opposite sex can be friends.
Absolutely.
In any
And I think
situation,
overthinking
even if you're single, if you're in a relationship, or if you're in a marriage, I feel like you can have friendship with the opposite sex.
Absolutely.
Some people don't believe in it.
Right.
Me,
Steve
I
Harvey.
personally, definitely Steve Harvey. I'm never taking nothing on advice from Steve Harvey. I'm just sorry.
Well, his advice is for women, though. He's the
It-
man
the
that's
fuck it
giving
is. No,
advice for
it's
women.
It's not.
Listen,
It's
once
not.
you see the person for who they are and their personality, the gender of them doesn't matter, and that's why you can be friends with anybody. And
But
that's my
point,
opinion.
when he said 99% men, bro, speak for yourself.
Right.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
just because you feel like every woman you get close with, you have to have something with, speak for yourself. Either you're not used to being with women, so you feel like every girl you get close with, you have to have something with, speak for yourself.
Yes.
Me, I have women, attractive friends, regular, like whoever, big, small, short, tall. They're women, I could be friends with them rather anything else.
One
But-
of my best friends is a man, so
I really feel like if you don't feel like you can be friends with the opposite sex or the sex that you are sexually attracted to, it's because either you're immature or you're a liar or you're traumatized. Those are the only three reasons why you wouldn't be friends with
heavy
the
on the
opposite sex.
insecure.
Immature/insecure.
The certain level of maturity that it takes to
Because
be
that
friends
means
with
that you
opposite
don't
sex.
value relationships outside
Right.
of the sexual and romantic aspect of it.
Right.
That's
That's a
really
good point.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you really feel like a man and woman or a man and a man who are gay or a woman and women who are lesbians can't be friends, you think that the only value that they bring to you is what they can do for you sexually.
But is
And-
everybody at least acknowledging that, once you do add that sexual element to it, then it can either complicate or...
That's a
But I'm
So
talking
I
about.
feel like that
Strictly
should...
friends.
We're talking
Oh,
about
so we're
just
just...
strictly, we're not talking
then-
about sexual, but we're just
okay.
strictly just friends. Someone who's, if you
No, but
close
that's a
with
good point though. That's a good point because a lot of times I had a friend who said that somebody's her bro, her bestie, but she slept with him already.
But what does that make you? A liar. Because I wasn't your bro, your friend, your
Nah,
bestie.
but why
No,
can't
no,
you
no,
still...
'cause
For
you
one,
can
I can
have
still
a-
be... I'm
You
still
need
friends.
to be very upfront and honest about what the relationship is. We're not friends. We friends with benefits, or we friends and we
nah, you could
fucking.
just
That's a
have-
different thing.
All right, so I'm just saying if one instance of a sexual experience happened, are you automatically now friends with benefits?
Hell yeah. I mean, what else is
That
it?
happened one time.
How did you even get from the place of being a platonic friend to a friend that you're fucking? If you were just friends.
A friend
Yeah.
that-
was it an initial intentions, like as in like
What were the initial intentions?
Yes.
From the jump, I knew I had a thing for you. So that's different. I'm talking about if we just talking about just being friends, right? If I'm just talking about just being friends, you're an attractive young lady, I'm friends with you. You're attractive, and I'm friends with you. And we just friends. Like nothing, I'm not thinking like, all right, if I get drunk enough, I'ma shoot my shot, or I'ma send an accidental dick pic, one of those, like,
you want text, man,
you,
later.
like, you know what I mean? That's that. Oh, you trying to slide? You're not. That's your real initial intention. Is not just to be friends, because no one sends an accidental dick pic. Come on, stop it. So when that happens, you know there's something else there. Your initial
Right.
intention is not to be friends.
And
Right.
again, what does that go back to? You're a liar. You're either immature, you're a liar, or you're traumatized, meaning that you've been in a situation on the other end of something
or-
where somebody told you that they were just friends and they played you, or you got your heart broken, or whatever the case is.
But like I said, if we talk about it in a relationship type step, right? If you don't trust your significant other with being friends with the opposite sex, whoever, like man or female, whatever, If you don't trust them, sometimes I feel like when people don't trust them because either they've
been
lied
lying.
about it, like, oh yeah, that's just my homegirl.
Or they've been lied to.
I mean,
So
that's
either
all-
you're a
Or they
liar
did
or
the
you're
lying.
traumatized.
Yes.
I was gonna say the traumatized part because that's also society that has perpetuated that storyline of like men and women can't just be
Be
friends.
friends. Right.
That's right.
So they're gonna play off of that, whether it be a man or a woman. But I do feel like, is that something that's like responsible for the man?
Right.
Like, is the man responsible for not making that, crossing that boundary of it being sexual or whatever? Is that
Right.
completely up to them? Because
I don't think so.
no,
No,
I don't think so.
definitely not.
There's two people in a friendship,
Yeah.
I don't think that it should solely rely
How
on the
often-
man.
Okay, so how often do women act on sexual, just initiation? Like, so if you have a friend, right, and you are attracted to him, right? Let's not even say you. Let's take you outside of
You
it.
can
But
say
like,
me.
no, I'm not.
Let's go.
But let's say a woman
Yes,
that's
not.
sexually attracted to a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sexually attracted to a man,
Right.
but the man obviously just wants to be friends,
Right.
right? So is she ever gonna act on that, or does she wait for him to act on it? This is what I'm saying. Like the man, this is my point.
Men usually making an act on it.
Yes.
More than the women. But like I said, sometimes even when women knows like this guy is really not my friend. He's trying to play close as possible, being my friend. So like I said, like if women have problems with it because they know like they have guy friends that they're really not their guy friends.
Right.
He's trying to be close with you as possible.
wait for
Whenever
the
you
slip up.
get
He's
vulnerable,
waiting for the slip up.
So he's waiting for the slip up. Yes, right. So he's waiting for that to happen. He's not really your friend. So like when she gets in a
He's ready
relationship,
for promotion.
He's ready.
He's ready for the
I've never
That's
promotion.
even-
real. That's
Yeah.
I've never even thought of it like that. But that was
No,
dope.
it's true. He's ready for promotion.
That's real.
but not okay.
But then it devalues our definition of
Of a
what
friendship.
friendship
No,
is.
Yeah, I
but what
agree.
I'm saying is the trust issue. So if you're in a relationship, right, and she doesn't trust that, oh, y'all just friends because either she had a guy friend that said that was his friend, was not really. She know for sure that's not my friend. He's trying to wait for that possibility.
Opportunity,
Or
yeah.
on the men's side is, I saw these girls as my friends, but I'm really sleeping with them, or I'm really doing such and such with them, but they're not really my friends. So when your girl say like, oh, this is my guy friend, in his back is mine, like I know what I do
With my girlfriends.
with the women that I call my friends.
Right.
So I'm not buying that, and I not trusting that you're just friends because I know what I did. So in his back of his mind, and that's just because on his
Yeah.
That's his insecurity.
insecurities because
Yeah.
what he did. So he's putting that on her.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trusting the guy or you.
That's not somebody you need to be with, period.
Right.
No,
I
I'm just-
agree.
I'm just saying like those are those insecurities where they can't trust somebody being just friends.
First of all, I feel sorry for the person who I'm dating and they have a friend or a friend with benefits, because you should really feel insecure. You never got promoted. So that means he dumped the ex-girlfriend, got with me, and still fucking you, and you never got promoted to a girlfriend.
Wait, who
so
are you
you
feeling
should
bad for? The
feel
guy, the girl in this?
I'm feeling bad for the girl
Oh.
who is his friend.
Why you feeling bad? Maybe that's all she wanted. Maybe she
Is
don't want
it?
the relationship.
Is it?
I mean, it could be.
You could assume she wants, but maybe she don't want the relationship.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just feel.
For one, you shouldn't be concerned about her.
I'm not concerned about her, but she should feel bad for herself.
So,
That's literally the opposite.
She should feel bad for herself.
So-
I don't feel bad because he's with me.
so question. Have you
You never got promoted, so.
have you ever ended a relationship with a friend of the opposite sex because your significant other didn't like them or didn't trust them? Have you ever ended a situation?
I have, and I think it's
Yeah.
a little complicated because with my ex, he had a friend who was helping me look for a home at the time I was trying to buy a house, and we became really close friends. But it was his friend first, so it made him very uncomfortable. So for that, I had to end the friendship. But if
You-
it was somebody that I knew that was on,
I was
that
gonna say you met this other dude through him.
through him.
So you
Yeah,
have never had like a
Yeah.
guy friend that you was close to, and then your significant other told you like, I don't trust, I don't like him, so
Well,
you
know
can't be
what?
friends with him.
That's still valid though, because I mean that's still some kind
I'm
of
saying, but
relationship.
like because that's also
Yeah,
through
yeah,
him. So I'm saying
right,
like
right,
your
right.
own friend. So because she was about to say like, but if it was my friend, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
That's what I
Right.
want to know
and
too.
and
but-
yes, if it was my friend, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
it depends on the nature of the relationship with the
Yeah.
friend. if they were there before your man got there, then
or your girl got
I'm
there.
not right. I'm not cutting them
dead in
off
that
for you.
relationship for
Yeah.
you.
Me,
Right.
not happening.
I was gonna say, so just to throw the wrench in it. So even if I did meet somebody that is a friend after we're in a relationship, then like, what's the again?
shouldn't be a
Oh,
problem.
it shouldn't be.
I don't
Right,
think
right,
so.
right.
I mean, I just had a situation like that with a friend. She
Yeah.
stopped talking to me because her significant other think that we was doing something and we did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, you know what, Dom.
Oh, that's
I
why you
gotta-
pointed at me. All right.
I know I didn't
Yeah.
point at
Oh,
you, but
oh,
you know
that's-
the situation.
yeah, all right,
but
bet, all right.
I can't be friends with you, such and such. And I'm like, all right, cool. But it was off as insecurities of
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
that
for sure.
me and this young
Obviously.
lady did anything and me never did anything. But that's his. So I had that happen to me a lot of times. Like I
frankly,
get
that-
it
that sucks.
sometimes people, like you said, own insecurities where they see somebody walking or this guy like, y'all just friends. Or y'all just friends, or he look like that, or she looks like that, and you just gonna
Ain't
be
no
friends
fucking way
with
you
this.
gotta just be
Ain't no
friends with
way
somebody like that. Yeah.
this
I get that a
attractive
lot.
individual you're
Yeah.
just friends with, or if he's attractive, or vice versa, and you're just friends.
I get that
It's
a lot
no
with
way.
my best friend. Like I told you, I have a male best friend. So a lot of times it's an issue. But if you're that insecure, we're not gonna continue this relationship. Because me and my best friend, we've been friends since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
no way
where's
I'm
that
cutting him
person
off.
going? Like,
Right,
nowhere.
there's no way I'm cutting him off.
Right.
But
for a
my thing is
relationship.
like, if you're in a legitimate relationship and it's committed, there's no reason why you can't be comfortable enough with the person that I call my best friend. Y'all don't have to be best friends, but if he comes around, y'all should be able to, catch that
Be
energy.
cordial.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
cordial. I don't understand.
Because you know what it is? A lot of time, guys, like I said before, guys call, oh, that's my friend, that's my
That's
sis.
hella immature.
Right? That's because I have my goddaughter's mother, right? I call her my sis. We got the same birthday. I call her my sis, right? I know her dudes don't. I know they're like, yeah, right. Y'all just friends. Like no one wants to believe that. Like, not really strictly just friend. No, nothing. No acting some dick pics. No. I get drunk and I'm trying to come on to her. That's never. Even with my aunt, like, I know y'all fucking. I'm like, auntie, we're not. She was like, I just want to be a fly on the wall. Auntie, you're nasty. Stop it. I'm like, stop it. Like, I even spoke to my mom. So like, mom's my sis. She was like, shit, I didn't know I had another daughter. But she knew what it was. Like, that's, I really rocked with her. Like, that's a good friend of mine. Like, we had that kind of chemistry. Like, we call her when she's at college, whatever the case may be. I have friendships with women that people think like, oh, bro, like, yo, but you ain't trying to get with that? Like, bro, I can be friends with attractive women.
Right.
Period. Like,
Which
it
I
is
just,
could be
healthy.
friends with a
That's
handsome man.
healthy. It's healthy
It's healthy.
boundaries
It's okay.
Right.
You
There
can like
is more
somebody
than
for their
one
personality.
kind of relationship. Like, I don't understand why we don't have value
We should
all the other
normalize
kinds
that,
of
right.
relationships.
So even just another question is, again, whose responsibility does that fall on? Is that the man's responsibility? Because again, if I'm talking about society, then like the man would be the one to make that first move, right? Like the man is
No,
going to be the one
no,
to,
no,
You
no,
mean
to
to what,
break
to like
that.
climb up out the friend zone? And
Yeah.
no, because there's women that climb.
No,
that do it first.
all right,
That do it
first off,
first
there's
too.
plenty of women that want to climb out of friend zones, but there's not many men that won't even have that boundary up, period.
Okay.
So, all right, I'll say that myself, I have women that are friends. I have women that are friends I'm cool with, I've never done anything with. I won't speak for any other man. I'll ask Dom. I know Dom, so I know he does
Right.
as well. But what I'm saying is that's actually like
No,
out
that-
of the norm.
right, that's-
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Not really. I don't think it's out the norm.
it is. Like I'm
It's
telling
just,
you.
it's just.
It's out the norm to have friendships with women for you?
No,
Or
no,
in
no,
general?
not
No,
for
he's saying,
me. I'm
what
saying
society
for,
will
For society?
portray.
For the
that
actual
it's
man.
out the norm for a guy to be friends with women.
Says
I don't
who?
think it is
I don't
out the
like-
norm.
Where is that?
That's
Can
what
you
society
name-
will portray.
Can you name a lot of men that have? Because I have to think about this as well. But can
Go
you
on,
name a
go
lot
on.
of friends that you have that have female close friends? You can.
Absolutely, I can.
I'd have to
My
think
two best
about
friends
it.
are men.
Now again, in our our circle, yeah, we have female
But
friends in our circle.
even
There's plenty
out of
men.
our circle, in that little circle that we have, I have friends that also have women friends that are, like I said, that are, because I feel like it's always oh, she's way too attractive for you, or he's way too, where you can't just be friends with them. And I feel like you can. I feel like it all depends on the individual.
When I say, not to cut you off, when I say that it's out of the norm, all right, so one thing I always say, and I've told, a couple of our other friends, we're super fortunate. Right. Like we are. Like to have the friends that we do have, we're hella fortunate. Because again, I have other circles that like, hell no, that's not even close to the case. Where like,
it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen either. Like I know guys that are like, either we gonna smash or we not. Like, what are we doing? Why am I even like?
Why
you know
am
what I mean?
even talking to you if I'm not
gonna go down that road? So I'm just saying that exists.
So you have a circle that, or you know,
I'm
some
just saying
guys
that
are like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not being nothing with her. I'm just straight trying to.
Because
smash.
why are we
You're not
trying
about to
to
fuck them,
like,
what are we doing
or
here?
it is still that whole dynamic of trying to work towards that, like trying to hang around towards like the
So
opportunity
then we
to
need
arise.
to be able to discern what is a friendship and what is not.
Right. So okay, boom.
Intent.
So
Intent
question:
is gonna be
have
your
you ever had a
friendship.
friend try to come out of the friend zone?
As me as a man, a female try to come out of
female.
it.
Here, I'm talking to y'all.
Oh,
as a whole.
I
Like,
have.
I know I have, but I'm
so
I've
you
lost
want
friends
you want
because
to
of it,
Nikita? You want to go in first?
I've lost.
So there
Wow.
was a guy that when we were in high school, he had always had a crush on me, and I just didn't. I liked him as a person. I liked his personality, but I didn't see him as boyfriend material. He thought of me obviously as a girlfriend, but I didn't feel the same. So I kept him in the friend zone. To this day, we're still friends. I mean, he might like me, but
Has he ever tried anything? Has he ever made a move? Have you guys been drunk around each other? Like all of these aspects.
yes.
And it's just been, every single one of those that I
Yes.
just mentioned?
We've been drunk around each other. He never tried to make a move.
Oh, okay.
But he had communicated,
That
he
he
verbalized
does-
that he likes
He
me.
would.
Honestly,
if
that's
given the
what I
Yeah,
mean.
if
That's,
given opportunity.
All right, so kudos to this guy. I don't know him, but kudos to him. But like
being
stating his
honest.
intent, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like, what is your intent on being here?
But even if you don't state the intent, you can catch the vibe. You know who kind of looks at you differently.
So that's how I feel like a lot of men got to deal with that because women won't state their intent, but like,
Some, it's not all, but some.
Yeah, I'm
so.
all right, my bad. You're right. There's no absolutes in
What
what I'm
about you?
saying.
How do you feel about a friend trying to come out the friend zone? Have you dealt with that? Have you had multiple friends or a
Yeah.
friend that try to make that kind of?
Yeah, it's happened to me, I think about maybe 3 times, just like in general. Right. But the most recent time was somebody that I was incredibly close to, and we had a legitimate friendship, but somewhere along the lines, feelings on his end got involved, and I just didn't reciprocate. And I think that he thought that I was trying to just save the friendship or maintain the friendship and not
That's
like
usually what we say, though, right? I don't want to.
I don't want to fuck up the friendship, right? And I
Typical stay in the friend
it's
zone
true.
line.
It's true. It's true. I didn't just
initial
come out and
barrier.
say like this is not this. I don't feel that way for you. I'm sorry, I don't feel that way for you. It was just like I'm not in that space. That's not what I want to do. I just like we can just stay friends. And he was like, oh, nah, we're not doing that. So if you don't want to do more than this, then we just won't be friends. And I respect it. That's a boundary that you draw for yourself, and you realize that you cannot just be friends with the person. Honestly, I respect that more than just you kind of sitting on the sidelines and
Perpetuating it,
waiting.
right?
But
Yeah.
question:
But-
do you think that when someone decides to end a friendship with someone because of they want to change the
dynamic.
relationship?
Right.
Yeah.
It's hurtful for sure.
Right, that's what I'm
because
saying,
it's
like,
like
it's-
you don't consider what the friendship was for me.
Yeah.
You know, you are only concerned
But
about
about
how
what you feel.
But
Right,
frankly,
right.
at the end of the day, this is what we were talking about earlier. It's do whatever makes you happy. That's literally what
Absolutely.
I
And
tell.
if
That's
you
no,
didn't-
respect it,
Whatever
but
it is.
is that not being selfish?
It is
Yeah,
because
but
we
be
because
self-
you
by
guys
yourself.
shared a relationship prior, so he's willing to just cut
Dissolve
all of
the
that.
entire relationship.
So
Right.
we could talk about
if
the
you gave up your
So he couldn't move
vulnerability.
on. He couldn't move on.
He said that he was not willing to move forward with the friendship if I did not want to even explore the option or the possibility of being more than friends. And it was unfortunate for me because we had this conversation prior, and he told me from jump, and I was proud of him for being open and honest. He said that he was starting to catch feelings, but he recognized that was not our dynamic and that wasn't something that I felt comfortable with doing, and so he wouldn't even attempt to pursue it further. I told him that we would go at his pace. If you feel like it's a bit much being around me all the time, I'll fall back. If you want to hang out, we can hang out. If you don't, that's fine. I'm going to let you gauge how we move forward. As long as you know I'm not doing that. We're not going there. And then kind of we spun the block on this conversation again a couple months or maybe even a year down the line. It was like, all right, yeah, I'm done with that. We're not doing that. Either you want to be with me or you don't want to fuck with me at all.
And frankly, again, kudos to him. Kudos
Right,
to,
but-
to
right,
both
for
of them.
knowing
I'm
what
not
he
gonna lie,
wants,
yeah.
right.
To
I mean,
at
you
least
That
speak
speak on it.
communication was.
I'm saying to
wasn't
speak
honest.
on
It
Is
was
it-
vulnerable. It was communicative, which is all that you can
So
ask
I want
for.
to
Right.
touch on even what you said
But
about it being like selfish
It
because
is because it is kind of
but
hurtful.
hear me out on the
because-
difference between just being selfish and also like self-care. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
self-preservation, for
all right
sure.
for her to remain in that situation knowing that this guy has feelings for her and then like maybe a little touch or something like that could be like, damn, she's touching me again.
And that's exactly what happened.
So what
Little
I'm saying
things
is,
that weren't
you gotta.
anything
That's what
ended
I'm
up
saying.
becoming-
To you, it's
Nothing to
nothing
her,
to you, but it's
but
big
everything
to
for
him.
him.
So you gotta
But
allow
are
him.
you here with it?
Again, we could talk about maturity and everything, which he's not there. But we can't. We
Right.
have to give people their own
Right,
room
okay.
to grow.
But
and
is it
everything.
not selfish? Because I feel like as a friend,
That's self.
I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about how you feel, how I feel. Especially if I build a bond with a friend, a
Right.
tight bond, supposedly. If I build
Right.
a tight something with somebody, I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking
Right.
about you. Even if I'm feeling some way, you know what? Yeah, maybe I'll pull back a little bit. But if this is
To
an
end it.
invaluable
Yeah.
relationship or friendship,
So to end it,
I
I
agree.
agree with
or,
you. I'm 100% with you.
or because she's feeling things too, right? Because
Yeah.
as an individual, like she's vulnerable, just like I'm vulnerable.
Right.
Can I
So
just-
for me to say, fuck her vulnerability because I'm feeling how I'm feeling.
Yeah. And
Is
there
that
was
not
not really a
selfish?
conversation about me and my feelings
Yeah.
about the relationship. It was
was
very
strictly
much.
about-
Minds and that's it.
Also, you should have brought
Is that
that
not
up
fucked
too,
up?
though. You know what I mean? That would be your
Yeah,
part
I
to
should
bring
have
that
advocated for
conversation
myself,
up. Yeah.
and I didn't. But you
to
know,
to
hindsight is
just
20/20.
a scenario I have for you is I mean put yourself in that guy's shoes. Like granted, let's say it's never
I mean,
happened to you, but I'm just saying you meet
because-
you
no, no.
have a friend, you meet a
Right.
girl, whatever, you have a friend, you actually gain feelings for this friend, but
because
she doesn't
because
want
I
that.
feel like there are people that would be friends with somebody to find that
Exactly.
way to
I'm not
get in.
talking about that, though.
But that's if that's because me, I know from the front
Yeah.
How you feel?
how I feel. Like, oh, I want to get with you.
All right. So you say that, but she doesn't want that.
Even if we don't make it that way, that's fine.
You would still be friends
but
with her.
it's upfront. And I'm not going trying to wait.
But should you
For
even
my
attempt to
lane to
continue
But
a
do
friendship
you-
with someone
my-
when you
yeah.
have those initial
My-
Do
intentions?
you know this attention from the jump? Well, for me, I can't
Exactly.
speak.
No,
I can't
I'm
speak
talking
for them,
about
'cause
you.
I have women friends I speak to them.
But
And
do you
I've
have
heard-
feelings for them?
No. I'm saying I have women friends that I speak to, and they were like, "Yo, a guy will like play the back part, waiting for those opportunities, then to sneak in. He's not really being a friend. He's trying to make his mark. Me, I'm making my mark for the jump.
Right. So we're not
so I'm
talking-
not
yeah.
playing because I feel like that's fucked up for you to play on a woman's because she's telling you everything about her sex life, her love life, her depression, her ups and her downs, and you playing on that part. Like, okay, I'm trying to see where I can fit in at. Oh, I fit here. Boom. Now I'm trying to. That's fucked up to me.
Yeah.
Because you have a hidden agenda to go
being
somewhere. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
being genuine.
Genuine.
You trying to get off what you're trying to get off. You're
Right.
not being genuine. Me, I'm up front. If I like this woman or this girl, you're gonna notice up front. I'm not waiting.
But sometimes you don't have those feelings initially until you get to know someone, and then they do develop.
I mean, it just.
I mean,
never
they
happened.
say that
Does that
sometimes the
happen?
best relationships come from being friends first. So
That's the
sometimes-
ideal way to have a
Ideal.
relationship. It is the
Ideally.
ideal.
But I
You
also
can be friends
believe
with
that
someone.
you know if you're sexually attracted to someone off rip. So if you become friends with somebody that you know off rip you're sexually attracted to, it's like, is this really a fucking
mean,
friendship,
this
or
could
are
go
you
back
waiting
to-
to see if this is
We
gonna?
go back to what I'm talking
Right,
about,
right.
like having sex and then being friends afterwards. Because if you have sex at the jump
That's
or
not
whatever,
a friendship then. That's
Damn.
something
No,
different.
no. Okay, no. So let's.
no, it
no.
could become a friendship. But I hadn't. Let me tell you, not personally, but
I
I
have
had.
that personally. Yes,
I had
do.
an issue. Okay, so one of my good friends,
have,
she
sorry.
she had a bro. I think I was telling you guys before the camera started rolling, and she said that they're best friends now. They slept together one time and it didn't work out, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, but you can't talk to him.
See?
So you still have feelings for him. If I have a guy friend and I have a girlfriend who is single and I think they're a good match, I'm gonna hook them up because I don't have no feelings for him.
Even if you slept with him?
Wait, you're hooking up one of your homegirls or someone that you took down?
Right.
No.
Oh, because
Personally,
that's how
no.
that sounded.
No. I don't.
That sounded wild.
No, but she.
that's the thing,
I was
though.
I
saying
know
that.
what you think. I'm just
Women
saying
do
it
that.
still sounded
Women do
wild.
that, but I'm just
She's
saying.
saying her friend.
Not only
is
do
saying-
women do that, but I'm just saying that could be valid. It could be. If it don't work out between us, it could work out with someone else. But I'm just saying,
Right.
hearing
but
that
she
out
was
loud
saying that
sounded
she,
crazy.
Right. But she was saying that she doesn't want to hook him up with anybody. So to me, it just seemed like you still have feelings for him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you slept with him, you don't want to.
But also, humans are very territorial, right? So we want to, like, once we think we claim something, then we want to keep
That's
it.
all yours. You're not trying to.
Yeah, you're not trying to let it go
So-
for
so-
anybody.
So then, is that your friend?
Is that
or
really your
not?
friend? Is
It's
that
not a
your bro?
fucking
Is that your
friend,
bro?
is the point.
Because if I have a
something
bro,
else
I could
there.
hook him up with
Well,
my friend.
we're using terms like friend and bro, but then like if we're just talking about actual relationship, it's obviously something
or-
different than that.
Sexual, because like you said, like the
But then to
sexual
me, it's
thing.
not your bro. Then.
That's
No, no,
not
no,
your
it's-
real
But
friend.
what is
Yes.
what is the definition of a friend? Like that's what I'm saying. Like how are we defining an actual
okay.
friend?
All right. So if you have a friendship with someone, y'all fuck around for a little while, and then you decide, it don't work. We're gonna just remain friends, and it stays platonic for the rest of your relationship.
You initially
If you-
said that was friends with benefits.
Listen,
That is friends with benefits as far as I'm
listen,
concerned.
okay.
The benefits are done.
Even if the benefits
Even
are
if it's
done.
done, okay.
But when you enter a relationship, are you going to introduce this person to your partner as just my bro or just my,
friend.
or are you going to say this is somebody I used to fuck with? That's a different conversation.
You want my answer?
No,
I want your answer.
No, listen. So have y'all dealt with someone that y'all dated and then you turned to friends?
Yeah.
Have y'all?
And it don't
Yeah,
fucking
for sure.
Have
work.
any
It
one
don't
of you
work
guys
eventually.
dealt with that kind of situation?
Yes.
Switch
For
off.
sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wait, date.
I haven't.
Yeah.
You've dated them and then now
then
you're just
become
friends.
friends.
You're like it's
Yeah.
just strictly friends, no nothing.
Yes.
I haven't.
You lying to
You
yourself
haven't?
though.
No, I haven't.
No, have you? Right.
Yes.
I
No,
cut the
have
whole
to.
thing off.
Okay, I'm listening. B.
Oh, I'm
ahead.
not gonna get into the actual.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you on the spotlight.
I mean,
go.
no, you guys are name
No,
dropping.
yeah, I'm
We're
not-
just
definitely not name dropping, but
talking
yeah.
about
No,
a
I've-
situation played out.
But I think it's less of dating. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. What do we consider in dating? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, B, we're not getting into what.
But that's my
Okay,
point. Like
okay,
if we
so-
had,
Okay.
say we were friends before, and then did something, and now we remain
back to
friends.
friends?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
Okay.
guess it's the verbiage
All right,
again.
so
if we're just talking.
I'm gonna talk about.
So initially started as
situation
dating.
that
Okay.
I had, right?
All right.
I was dating a young lady for back and forth, and we decided to. It didn't work out for us, right? Decided just to be friends. She gets married. Me and her still tight. Like yo, this didn't work out between us, like dating wise, but we still rock with each other. We still care for each other as individuals. Because like yo, you're a real person. Like we get each other, but the dating thing just didn't work between us. So it's like we can just be friends. She gets married. I meet the husband. Like she'll call me for like male advice. Like yo, such and such
I was just
happened.
about
Like
to say how often do y'all talk?
no, we talk a lot. Like you know what I'm saying. So
What's a lot? Sorry.
it depends. It depends. Sometimes we can talk like a couple times a week, or you talk like once a month. Like
Okay,
it depending on
Yeah,
what's
okay.
going
How does
on.
your husband feel about you?
I met the husband.
Does he
Sometime
know?
I-
But
no,
does he
no,
know
he
the
knows
nature
about
of
it.
y'all's relationship?
Is it a
Yes,
like
absolutely.
When you meet him, do you feel
No.
a negative energy, or do you,
No, when I first met him, it was the weirdest thing ever. It was
for you, or that's what I'm saying? Was
for,
it for you?
I feel like for both of us, because
Okay.
she had
okay.
she had an event in Harlem. She had an event. She called me through like a nigga come through. I'm like I'm gonna support my friend because we're friends now. I'm gonna support the friend. I show up. He's there. I know he's there. She's like, oh my friend, I was gonna be able to. I don't care. You know I'm gonna stop because he's. So she introduced us like, oh, that was the weirdest fucking introduction ever. The handshake, and we both black. It's like. I had never had a weird handshake in
Catch
my
a pinky.
life.
That's
It was such a weird. I feel like we both didn't know where to go with it, with the
Right.
handshake. But after that, it was cool energy. If I call him, he'll answer the phone like, "What's up, Dom?" I mean, he's like, "Yo, we in the movies. Call us back." I'm like, "All right, cool."
that's lit.
And I'll
Actually.
call him
Right.
like,
'Cause
and
he's
I'm
that's
talking
good.
about
in himself
He's
and he's
secure,
secure
and you
in
know
their
what? There's
relationship.
trust.
There's
Yeah.
trust.
Because he
What I
knows.
mentioned.
Taking
Because
back the trust.
she told him about the original
Right.
nature of your
Right.
relationship.
Right.
That's
and
the
he trusts that
difference.
she's not gonna go back.
No, so
Right.
that's super dope. No,
But
I
Right,
don't
that
have.
is.
so
It really is.
I'm saying even from
I
there,
don't
like
know
she'll
if I
come
have
back. She live in Cali, so she'll come back to New York. We'll hang out, we'll drink.
Just you and her.
Just me, like all a couple of other friends, but it was just me and her. At first, we'll never. Because I respect, I care for her so much. I would never want to
Cross that
disrespect her
So what I'm saying
relationship
is-
what she had with her significant other. Like
you have to at least acknowledge that that's not
not
rare in
That's
a
no,
man.
it's
rare.
definitely
that
a
is
rare thing.
That's what
I'm
I
saying,
meant by like it's the
and
man's
maturity.
responsibility.
Yes,
it's the man's
like,
responsibility.
I'm like,
in a
he's
sense.
really. I appreciate him for
both ends, right?
even
On his
allowing
end and
us
on your
to
end.
still be friends. Because, like I said, we
him
legit,
being confident enough, because I feel like if I was him,
would you
I'd
do?
be if I'm the married guy, no, I'm confident enough in
You're secure
whatever.
in your
Yeah, I'm
relationship.
good.
Yeah.
It, again, it's definitely was part,
Right.
so you gonna have to kill
you tripping
me.
on that
so.
definitely part.
So,
Alright.
right. So I feel the same way.
Ain't
Now,
no
if I'm
You're
dating
gonna have to kill
someone
me.
who now his friend is somebody he used to sleep with, but they're no longer sleeping together and they're just friends, I would feel secure in myself, to allow the friendship to continue.
With your current, like, if you
Yeah.
had a current relationship,
Right,
I'm sorry
and he
to
was
put it out like that.
If
but
he was sleeping with, if he was friends with somebody he used to sleep with,
yeah,
but that's no longer the case. I'll feel confident in myself. I'm good. If there's trust. If you never,
If
Right.
there's
if there's trust.
If there's trust.
look, anything
And
that's
you
not
have
that's
to
meant
be
a
for you,
able
big
to read
part.
the situation. Every situation is going to be different. Like,
right.
anything that's meant for you is gonna be for you. It don't matter. Like, you can't stop somebody from cheating. You can't stop somebody from not
Right.
wanting to be with
That's
you. It's
true.
really
And
like
that part.
and that's like the
Because
biggest
if he's
thing
gonna
that like
cheat,
we
it don't
try
have to be
do.
just her. It could be with anybody.
Exactly.
Right.
We think that we have control over that. We don't.
We
Like,
don't,
If this person
and-
doesn't want to be here, they're not gonna be here. It doesn't matter.
So you did say you had a situation like that too, that you became friends.
Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, like, I have a son, so me and my son's father is no longer together. And we're good friends. Like, we talk about everything, but we know the romance part of the relationship is gone. So I feel anybody who I'm dating who's coming into my situation, they have to be confident enough and trust me enough to know that I'm no longer sleeping with my son's father. Okay. This is a relationship that has dissolved and we're good. We're just co-parenting. We're friendly. There's no drama. You have to be secure enough to accept that.
So I think my question would be is, are we all in agreement that like that is it? Like that's still not common. When I say common, that's not every man. I'm just saying that like, okay, so fine, you have Dom and myself.
I wish you
which-
would normalize it, but
I mean, there's a lot of things I want to normalize in this world, but that's not something.
I think
that
what I'm
is
hearing
normal.
is that it all boils down to communication. If you can communicate very
Trust.
clearly, well, trust again starts with communication.
Okay.
If you can communicate very clearly what this is, what this means to me, what it no longer means to me, or whatever the case is, then you can move forward with trust or without, depending on what was communicated to you.
right.
The communication portion, the communication portion, I think is the key too. But
Yeah.
that still doesn't allow with your situation where he still decided, you know what, this is not for me anymore, because I can't break out of my own,
Yeah.
maturity or whatever. So like the communication was there, which
Yeah, it
again,
was.
kudos to both of the guys that you guys were dealing with in that sense, and I'm dead serious. Like that took a lot, but
Right. So my thing is, have you ever done something that a significant other was upset about you did with your friend? Like as in go somewhere, hang around too often, or
I've never been in a relationship.
I've dealt with women that I'm not even with that get upset. So what are we saying?
so this is what I'm saying. Like I ain't like you so close to her. I don't like that you hugged her. I don't like the way you took a picture with her.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
experienced that,
A lot.
And right, that's
Listen, I
unfortunate,
feel-
though,
I feel-
right?
it's
That's
unfortunate. I feel
unfortunate.
differently about. I'm really secure in myself because if she's over there, if your friend is over there feeling, I'm talking about your girl, your friend of the opposite sex is over there feeling some type of way because you're with me or whatever. the case is.
No. I'm talking about you feeling some way.
Oh, no, I
because
don't.
your man is either
Friendly with a
too
girl.
friendly. Like I don't like the way y'all laughing too. Y'all laughing too much.
All right,
I
let's
don't.
touch on that. Actually, let's touch on that.
No. That I'm talking about. Not that your friends feeling the way. It's
Yeah.
you feeling the way, as in like. I don't like the way y'all hug it. I don't like that picture that y'all took together. Y'all looking a little too lovey-dovey for
Me
me.
in particular, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe
Like I
old
am
me.
that just.
So the
Maybe
old
old
you.
me.
So the old you. What situation have you had that the old you
You gonna go-
would impressed about
Who would
your
you
man?
actually? Who'd you be mad at? Her or him? You gonna go snuff
Him.
her?
Always
Oh,
him.
oh,
Him.
really?
Okay.
Him.
I want to bring up
I'm saying-
another. It's gonna
I'm saying-
it's gonna
She not
go off.
Right,
It's
right.
gonna go off. The question I have is gonna go off.
No,
But-
so
We got drinks flowing, all right? Let's not fuck up the vibe.
Yeah.
so what have someone's done that you question, like your boyfriend, like, yo, why y'all doing this? Or why are you so close to, like, what have you checked your man on, or the guy you was dating that he did with supposed with his friend?
I haven't had that experience.
I got one. So
Let's say that.
I got one.
I haven't had that experience. I'm just
So my ex, we started dating when we were kids, right? And he had a friend who was there way before he and I met, and they went to prom together. That was your friend way before I got there, so that's not a problem to me. But then years down the line, we stayed together for 10 years. Years down the line, he'd get FaceTimes from a random whoever. I never met this person before. I never heard this person's name. I'm like, who the fuck is she calling you? It's one thing to go and do whatever and hang out or with your friends that you have already established. I know who they are. But then you got random women coming in and you telling me, oh, that's just my friend. That's just my friend. From where? I've known you since we was kids. I don't know where this person came from. You never told me where you met her. I don't know what the standings of y'all's friendship is. Like, when do you see this person? Who is this? And why is she calling you? That's two different things. And again, it comes down to communication. If that was your friend, it wouldn't be no thing for you to be like, oh, I met so-and-so at this place. We cool now. I'm going to go and hang out, or we're going to, whatever the case is. She calls me. We talk from time to time. But if that's like a secret, or I'm finding out just randomly.
Did you get the end of that story? Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's always that's just my friend. That's just my friend. That's just my
Would he
friend.
pick up the phone around you?
Yeah, and
Okay.
leave the room, or
leave the room.
or
Have
stay in
you-
the room and be on the
Have
phone.
you, Dom,
I had situations where significant other that I've dated or was in a relationship didn't like. All right, so I got one situation where I'm going to a wedding. When I was dating, she couldn't come to the wedding for her own personal reasons that I'm not going to talk about. She couldn't come to the wedding. So I'm like, all right. Call my best friend, like, yo, I'm going to a wedding. My best friend is a woman. All right?
We went to the wedding.
We go to the, and mind when we show up I show up to her house. Shout out to grandma. Show up to her house. Got the same colors on.
We got the same damn colors on.
Oh,
It was
so
magic.
y'all matchy
On
dating.
accident. On accident.
Yo,
It's a best friend vibe. That's it.
It's probably best friend
We was
vibe.
here with it.
I show up. I just got the suit probably like a month ago. This is actually the first time I wear the suit. She has on the same color as me. I'm like, fuck, okay. We show up. All right, cool. She has a boyfriend at this time. We both dating at that time. Her boyfriend just met me, and my significant other didn't meet her.
Yeah, my
she
man knew him, but his girl didn't know me.
But she knew about her, but she just didn't meet her, right?
Okay.
She knew about it, but she just didn't meet her. So when we go to the wedding, like I said, she couldn't come to the wedding for her own personal reasons. So we there to the wedding, boom. One of my good friends that I've been with for since high school. I get there, like, oh yeah. So all day, they're like, oh, y'all should be together.
Y'all make such a good couple.
We laughing.
Like, nah, sis, that ain't it.
That ain't that. We laughing because we know, every time people see us together, they're like, oh, we laugh about it. We laugh about it, we joke about it because people always going to assume that. So
Society, as
she
I said.
didn't like her because of, I think I posted a picture on social media. She did not like it at all.
Right.
Like, I know, I'm like,
But she would have been more comfortable if she'd known me.
Right.
You know?
I
If
mean,
she had
it
met
just-
me.
it
And
just-
that's the point that I'm trying to make with my ex when I knew his friend that he took to prom when we were in high school. I did not know these random ass girls who were calling him. Just, you know, that's a different thing.
Yeah,
So now that you say that, how close do you let your friend be close to your significant other?
you want
Your
I
own
could take
friend.
that.
Your own friend,
I
your
could
friend,
take
my
that.
friend,
I
your
could take
friend,
that.
your friend.
You
How
gotta know
close?
everybody. You gotta know every part of my
Right.
life.
I
No,
don't
no,
mind.
no.
I
But
would-
how close do y'all get?
I
As
get
in,
close.
y'all get like besties?
Yeah.
In fact, what are we talking? Best friends though?
No. Your best friend or your friends? Like, you got
Put it this way: y'all dynamic. Your girl needs to have a full relationship with her.
Right, that's
Right.
fine.
I mean, a
guess it
full
depends.
fledged
But how
relationship.
You know what?
close?
Brandy made a good point. It depends on the dynamic of the relationship. You know what I mean? If you're just my associate,
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
it's just
gonna
some, no,
Yeah,
I'm not
if
talking
that's
about
your
that, but
committed
like,
partner, and this is who you doing life with in
Right.
this moment.
Right.
Hell yeah, they need to have a relationship with,
With your
people you call
friends.
your
for
best
sure.
friend.
I
You
agree.
have to, to be.
Absolutely.
I agree.
All right, so I used to describe it as this: like, whenever you get in a relationship, there's three ways it goes. It either goes like you go into that person's world, that person goes into your world, or you bring your worlds together. I'm always about, either you're coming into my world or we're gonna mesh them together. I'm not that guy that's gonna, I'm serious, I'm not that guy that's just gonna, I have too many people that I care about and that like mean something to me. So
That I'm gonna disconnect. from
exactly.
for you.
But I've known, well, women, I don't know any of our friends that are like that, but I known women that would disconnect from their world just to come to,
Women
you
do
know,
it a lot, but I think we're
which
also
sucks,
expected
too.
to.
I
And
mean,
sometimes
don't
men
let me start
prefer
debating
that.
society.
Yeah, sometimes they prefer that. Like, you are mine now. Fuck whatever the hell you had
But-
going on before I got here.
But the best way, and like I've had relationships for sure. I've had relationships where like they didn't get that aspect of it. Like you have to, like you gotta meet these people that I care about. And you have to have
so
a
every
relationship.
relationship you
I
have.
agree
with
No,
that.
so every relationship you
If
have.
I care about you, you know my. You know
need
my.
to know
I'm
my
gonna
people.
introduce you to my friends.
Yes.
But
But
how
I'm-
close do you allow these people to be?
Y'all could.
It's got
to
to be
me,
organic. Like, who are you to
No,
control
no, 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 'cause-
another person?
No, but I know-
I'm just
no,
saying,
but
'cause
it's
when-
organic,
when-
but-
if we go this
All right.
extent, like 4 or 5 years, right? Say we go 4 or 5 years, right? And they there for Christmas, they there for birth. No, listen
I got
to
you.
me. Christmas, birthdays, all these things. We break up.
Collateral damage.
Do you
Cut them
collateral?
off.
all right. So
You
that's
cut
a great.
it off?
No, that's a great.
Oh, you
That's a
still
great.
be
No,
friends
that is
with
a
them?
great.
Collateral damage.
Cut 'em
no,
off.
Cut 'em
no.
off.
It ain't nothing to
Nah.
cut that bitch.
Chill,
Snip, snip, ho.
Because
Snip,
all right,
snip.
hold
You
on.
cannot stay friends with my friends if we're not together anymore.
All right. Hang on. Hang
So,
on.
Yeah.
bring it.
My point exactly.
Yeah, no.
right, go
Because he
ahead.
brought up a good point. I did want to finish off on the other point, but this is a better point. I
Very
don't
better point.
agree at all.
About
I've-
cutting off the friendships once you
Yes,
made them.
if I've developed a relationship,
A real
all right,
friendship.
I have, and again, like,
Where does the
how do
loyalty
I
lie,
do this
though?
without calling people out?
I
All
have
right,
a real issue
so
with the concept
No,
of
no,
loyalty.
I
names,
have-
just throw the situation.
That's what I'm saying.
I have situations, or I've had friendships, and the person that I am, like, if we cool, then we cool. It don't matter. Like, I hate to put it like all lovey-dovey and all this other shit, stuff, whatever. But like,
If I love you,
if we cool, then we cool. It don't matter what happened here. If I have a direct relationship with you, it don't matter what's going on here. But like, I have a direct relationship with you. Especially, say if y'all were dating, and for instance, I don't mean to put y'all in that scenario, but anyway, if me and Dom is cool and then you guys have a fallout, like I'm still
right, well,
you
that
hit.
stands even for our friendship. I know you because of him. So
Yes.
if he and I were to have a falling out, but you
I'm
and
not-
I have already
I'll still hit you
created
up
a
on it if you,
relationship.
if
Right,
you already
I'm
have
not
some shit. I'm gonna hit
expecting
you
you,
up.
y'all.
I know
But
you
it's-
not,
it's-
but I'm
it's
saying
tough
there's people.
when
there's
when you're in a
people that do that.
relationship,
Nah,
especially on
nah.
the women's side.
I can
I've seen this a circle of friends. The guy, he's there, whatever, birthdays, Christmas, gifts to these girls or whatever, and he breaks up with the girl.
And when the girls, friends,
The girls is like, do we still be friends with him?
Frankly, I've seen
We
it more on
built
the male
it
side.
4 years with Christmas. We gave gifts. It's not like hi, bye, and passing.
We have
We
legitimate
really build a
friendships.
bond and a friendship. So do you say, boom, right away, we're not being friends now?
All right, I'm gonna give two scenarios.
I
I'll
feel
give
like-
I'll give two. And sorry to cut you. I'll give two quick scenarios. I'll try to make it as quick as I can. So, I've had situations where like it's a close person to me, and then any time that they have a breakup, like it's, you know, I'm not talking to her. You can't talk to her no more. I've never been about that at all. Like that extends to like somebody's my goddaughter now. My goddaughter is now, you know what I'm saying? Like so that how do I even dwell in that? You know what I mean? That's something that I'm still even working on. Like how do I even maneuver in that situation? Like so you don't want me to talk to my goddaughter's mother, but yeah, like how do I
have
do
that
that?
relationship.
Or and then the other scenario is I've had friends, or I've had a friend that I met since 6th grade. Dan, this is being more specific than usual, but there's friends in 6th grade, and you know, how do I dwell in their relationship or the relationship that they had when they was in like high school, whatever. They got married, whatever. We're all friends now, right? They divorced. How do I, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good in this scenario.
Do they put the pressure on you?
Nah, they don't. They're actually good
So
about
if
it.
they
They
don't
don't.
put the
But
pressure,
that's
it's not a
the
problem.
point.
I'm talking about people who put the
Because
pressure on.
I think that that's bad.
I'm
It
talking about
depends.
people who put
trash
the
or
pressure
anything,
on their
that's bad.
friends not to continue that friendship with someone they just
So
been
in a
with.
situation for you, when you're dating someone, if they become friends with your friends, once you're done, they're done. Everybody's done. Cut it off. Say your goodbyes. We're
It
not doing
depends.
this
Like
anymore.
now that you brought marriage into it, it might be a little more, tricky.
Why marriage
It's
getting tricky
not,
though?
It doesn't. I promise
Well,
you it
okay,
doesn't.
so
Relationships
if you
are
were friends
relationships.
with both of us before we got together,
No,
that's
I
different.
wasn't. I wasn't.
I'm talking about
But it-
no. I'm talking about what I'm talking about is meeting. I'm meeting your friend through you because I'm with you now.
And then we break up.
And I'm saying, and I'm not talking about some surface friends. I'm talking about we
Real
spend
legitimate
Christmas,
friendships.
birthday. I come to your birthday, gives you gifts. You give me gifts. Christmas, we spend time.
know each
We build a
other.
real
Yeah.
bond together. And 4 or 5 years or 6, we break up. Boom. Do you expect your friend to not be friends with him? Is the question.
From what you said earlier, you
So-
do.
She said it's collateral
No,
damage.
but,
That's what she said.
let's speak. Let us
No,
speak.
I know. She's right.
Right. It depends because it could be collateral damage because it depends on where the loyalty lies. I feel like how could you really be a good friend to both of us if we?
Why
If,
not?
So scratch the bond.
Because you-
Scratch the bond we just made.
Chill. That's what I'm saying. Like, you
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
scratch
So
the
just
bond.
Scratch it.
If I made a
it was never really there. So it was fake for the whole job.
Do you want, in the same breath, can you say that you want your significant other to be friends with your friends?
I do.
So how can you expect that, but then to not build a bond? So in that case, like,
'Cause
and I'm not even, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm not speaking in the sense of like I'm trying to, prove you wrong or anything. I just want to literally like think about it.
So
like,
you want them to be cordial, but you don't want them to actually build relationships.
but how do you want that? But so you want them to be fake around each other? Or you
No,
want them
not to be
actually,
fake.
Okay, but you want them to actually be
Comfortable,
close.
but not
Comfortable enough.
close.
Yes.
So then what
Because
does
my
that
friends
mean?
are my friends, your friends are your friends, and if we break up, then
If
but-
we're
go with your
dating,
friends.
we're
And we're gonna
dating.
split. Everybody
Look,
take what
we're
we brought
dating.
to this relationship and
We're
we
dating.
move it.
But if we brought to a relationship, we take it back.
but listen. When we were talking off camera, you was like you a friend stealer, because now I was just friend stealer, and so are you.
Damn sure.
I'm a friend stealer?
I
You
damn
know,
sure am.
you said
Okay.
you said you stole a cover of one of somebody's friends.
Okay, so the reason why I said that, maybe it was too personal for me because my son's father has a best friend, and me and him was cool. And then when me and him broke up, I was calling him and I was talking to him about the issue, and he's just like neutral on the whole topic.
You can't put him in between that.
So that's what I'm saying. But are you really my friend then? Are you really my
Because
friend?
I'm both here, so I'm backing up.
Your loyalty, his loyalty initially
No, but-
lies with.
I get that, but I'm saying.
So he's not really my friend.
No. Because he's not trying to be in between.
He's not
that.
really my friend.
Because
He's
if
not
he-
gonna
if he
call me
side
and be
with
like,
you-
yo. He's not gonna call me and be like, yo, your man cheating on you.
No.
All right?
So you never have two friends, and I'm talking about women friends, that y'all both beefing, and that one friend is in between. She's not playing
That's
either
different.
side. That's the same thing. I'm not playing either side. I'm just trying to be neutral and trying to dissolve the situation. What I'm saying is, you're being friends. You become close friends with this guy. There's no cheating. I decided to just break up. He doesn't know anything. He just decided to break up. You're like, oh, now we woken up. You can't be friends with this guy you just build a bond with, or a woman you build a bond with for 4, 5, 6 years. Like you
Because
was
I can't
faking it the
call
whole
him
time.
and talk to him about any and everything, and that's really why I said like you go along with your friends, I go along with mine. Because when our relationship ended, I can no longer call your friend about certain things.
Did you do that prior?
What do you mean?
Together.
Did you call him for everything prior?
Yeah,
So then why would that dynamic change?
because it changed because our relationship.
Collateral damage.
So, all
Our
right, yeah,
relationship
that's collateral
ended,
damage.
and I couldn't talk to him about the same things because now
You
that's
can.
his best friend.
But
That's he's not
okay.
my best friend.
So, all right, there comes a certain level of maturity, right, with each party involved. That could go with you, that could go with the friend, that could go with the person in, your whatever significant other that you broke up with. So, yes, I'm not expecting you to have these conversations with the friend about the person or about like, oh, I just met this other dude. No, you don't do that. But if you guys
But
built
why
a
not? If he's my friend, I should be able to talk to him about
No.
anything.
Come on,
I should be able to talk to him about anything. And that's the difference.
No,
that's
That's
not
the
the
difference.
Because
We're
there's
not
friends,
talking about
you got
rules.
friends that you don't talk to everything about.
I was just about
I
to say
should.
that. Like, cut it out.
You have
Are we
friends.
friends right now?
There's friends you
Are
don't
we
have.
friends right now?
No.
If we're not friends right now, when,
I mean,
no,
yes.
I don't know where you're going
No,
with
I'm
that. So,
She's fucked up.
So-
She's fucked up. She's from Brooklyn.
But
yeah, they
listen, I feel like
So point is that like you don't divulge certain. To me right now, you would not divulge certain information to me.
but I also didn't meet you through my ex. So our
All right,
relationship.
but our dynamic is something, right? Like you've already told. We did the whole introduction and all that other stuff.
Right.
So
And now you're my best friend.
no,
I
we're
can't.
not there. Hold on.
Oh, now we're not there.
I didn't say we were there.
I thought we vibed on the Jamaican vibe.
Listen, even without, okay, so what are the dynamics for a friend zone? What qualifies you're just in the friend zone?
That person has feelings for you, wants to be
No,
more.
to a friend zone, because like, as a guy, oh, he's a attractive guy, but you're in the friend zone.
Because you and I are not friend zoned. We're just friends. A friend zone
Oh,
is somebody
okay.
who has feelings and
Oh,
cannot escalate out
okay.
of their feelings.
That's actually
Right.
a bar.
Right,
That's
right,
a
right.
I didn't even,
bar.
I never even thought
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
a bar.
Right,
Right.
right, okay.
Yeah, you're a person who is friend zoned is somebody who absolutely wishes that they had the privilege to be more than just friends. And the other person don't want that shit. So you got to stay friends with me or you can't have a relationship with me, period. That's different from being a real, actual, genuine friend. And for me, it's been a big thing of having to make the decision to not be friends with somebody who's friend zoned. Because what am I really doing? What relationship do we really have here? Because I know what you want, and I know that's not what I want. So eventually,
Do you continue that?
right? Do you continue to keep someone in the friend zone, knowing how they really feel about you?
Again,
Or do
I'm going back to your situation where I think that person takes themselves out of it. Again, kudos to
But
that guy. You take
yes,
yourself
No,
out
no, no,
of
no,
it.
but
You
I
do.
also
It was
could
an
have-
initial real friendship.
I get it, but what I'm saying
It's
is
not a
once
friend
it gets to that.
zone. It's like how he just said with me and her. It's not a friend zone. We're
just
friends.
So they were
a friend-
friends.
We're
right.
real.
But then he
legitimate
expressed his
friends.
feelings to her. So
But
he was
once he
friend
started to
zoned.
gain feelings, that
Right.
dynamic starts to
So then
change.
he
Right.
They even
became-
gave it longer than it
Yes.
needed. Like he actually
Okay.
put a shot. That's what I'm saying. Kudos to him. I don't know this guy, but
Right.
kudos to him for giving it a shot. Like seeing like, can I actually do this? Nah,
Nah, I can't.
I'm gonna
But
worry about
I
myself.
feel a bit responsible in when he originally told me he had feelings. I should have been the one to
Okay.
be like,
and not
the
be a-
dynamics of this friendship has changed. It's no longer just a friendship to
So
you.
should
And
have
so
acted
then
accordingly,
I
too.
should
Yeah.
have had a bit more.
Because you know what it is? She's trying to be a real friend.
I mean, I was. Well, because for one, you don't want to lose your friendships. That's first things first.
That's the thing.
Secondly, you don't want to
I mean,
hurt
you talking
someone.
friendship. You don't want to lose your relationship.
You don't-
I believe that there's not many good people. in
If
this
you was
world.
vulnerable enough to share things, your own
Exactly,
personal
man.
beliefs, and him
'Cause
vice
you know
versa,
me,
or
like,
she,
you know me,
or
know me. This
or
is
she
not
vice
surface
versa.
level shit.
You
Right.
know me, and I'm being in this space with you, and then now it's like fuck you because I
you don't wanna
don't
be with
want
me.
this.
Right.
That is
But
that for
I
me.
could have saved
Because-
myself a bit of heartache and a little bit of stress and all of the things that have come since the dissolution of that friendship by saying,
Definitely
I
dissolution.
recognize that you have feelings for me that I don't have for you, and so maybe we should end this relationship here. And I think that you have a
Did it
responsibility.
really need to come to an end though? I
It
mean,
did.
Apparently, to that person, it
To
did.
that person.
If it were up to
But
me, we
that's
would
what
I'm
still
it's
be
still
about.
friends
friends
to
with
this
the
day.
person who wanted to come out of the friend
Right,
zone.
but they
We're
were-
still friends.
They were
We communicated.
able to-
We had a
So
conversation.
so I had the same talk with my cousin. She couldn't be here today. I had a same talk. She was like, once that's happening, I know myself.
I'm not
I have to
gonna-
remove myself.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that the friendship didn't necessarily need to end.
According to that person, it did,
It
though.
did. If they,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
what
ultimately
I'm
landing
saying.
on. Like,
Yeah.
if it's for their
And it really
happiness,
comes
then
down
do
to
what you got to
you
do,
not
whatever
own
it is,
people.
whatever
People don't
it is.
belong to you. If they
Yeah,
feel like they
for
have to
sure.
go, then you have to take what lessons you learned from that relationship and let them go.
With the heartache that you
With the
even suffered.
heartache,
No, I'm
and I
saying on
did,
your
and I
end.
was disappointed, and I was a bit
Exactly.
heartbroken,
Nah,
and I
trust
was a
me,
bit
yeah.
angry too, right, for a minute.
Yeah.
But when you really sit back and look at it, people don't belong to you, and not only that, but
But it's
like,
not a sense of ownership for me. It's just for my experience. He wanted to be more than a friend. I didn't want that. He actually did step away you know, and then he's dating, he's doing everything, and now we could be friends again.
Did he come back? I'm sorry. Did he actually come back?
Yes.
Oh, so that's dope.
Right.
But
So that's
what
what I'm saying. Like,
is,
sometimes you just need like
A little bit
yes,
of time.
you need a little time. You don't need to be around the person
you're still
all
trying
the
to stamp
time.
it. You're still trying to stamp that that's what it is. I'm just saying that people need their own growth. So like you still gotta allow them
you
to
don't know if
be
he could-
again even with the
I wouldn't
person.
allow it at this point.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
wouldn't
interested
even-
in a friendship.
Because why? It always can come back.
Wait, you wouldn't be friends with
I'm
him
not
again?
interested in a friendship at this point. No.
Even if he. Dang.
But,
All right,
wow.
well, that's.
Because things have just transpired since then that
Oh,
I just feel
all right,
like
well.
Okay.
I just feel like the relationship that we had was necessary to have, and it's over now. And you don't have to keep every person that you meet in your life forever.
Some people
you
hit
don't.
temporarily.
It don't matter how much you love
I definitely
them.
agree with that.
I think
It
that's
don't
I
matter
think
how
it's
much
a
you love
fault
them.
of
It don't
mine,
matter
bro.
how,
I'll be
exactly,
really-
and
right.
it can be. It
I
really
think it's a
can be
fault
to
of
your
mine.
detriment.
Yeah.
And I do that a lot, where I keep relationships in my life to
Too
my
long.
detriment.
Too long.
Right,
Too long.
right.
And you
Oh, I
have to
meant the
let some
opposite. Like I think I let go of
go
people
too
too.
easy.
Too soon?
Oh, I don't.
Like at least now, like I'm so big on just my own happiness, and this is why I could get into like the whole selfishness.
Right.
Fine, you could I know mad people that could call me selfish.
Right.
I know mad people that could call me selfish.
And you know what I have a problem with? I let people spin the block. As in, like even friendship, like, cause me, I'm so dismissive, right? I'm so like, it is what it is. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind.
dismissive.
No. But as in, like, I'm fine with it. Like, cool.
Right.
And then, like, when they want to come back, cause I never had no beef, and it never really ended badly.
Right.
So it was like, okay, cool. So people have too much accessibility to you. And you allow, and people like whenever they feel like they can jump in and like double dutching, I can jump in there.
There was another meme that I can't think of.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
duh.
It's the double. I can come back in and forth with it. So even relationship, even friendship, it's the same thing. When people feel like, oh yeah, okay, now I want to be back friends with you now, or now. Sometimes you have to just end it and leave it where it's at.
So you know what's crazy that we keep
Hmm.
keep distinguishing is like I literally view like we're saying friendship and relationship. Everything is a relationship, regardless of how you guys try to depict it. I have a relationship with you. I have a relationship with you. I have a relationship with you. So no matter how you want to try to spin it and like try to stamp it or like word it, but so that's what I mean by like every relationship matters in the sense like. It's gonna be different. It's different dynamics to it. There's different everything to it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they're not always gonna last, and that's okay.
and they're not meant to.
Right,
They're
and
not
that's
meant
alright.
to. I promise
and I
you,
feel
people are not in your
sometimes
life
people's
forever.
struggles, they think that
Nah.
things are gonna stay the same. You have friendships. I have friendships that ended that I was tight with.
So
I'm saying that I was tight with that ended, and it's fine.
I feel
so
like-
not to
And I
say
have
that.
friendships that
I mean,
don't end.
we're going through different parts of our life. We're growing.
Yeah.
You
Now
know,
we
so
getting into it.
sometimes
Now
that
we
friend
potting.
was good
Now
for
we
you.
potting.
Sometimes that friend was good for you at that time. You know, but now this person
Who
that you
you
have
are
become,
now
right?
is no
That
longer
friendship
aligned
no
with
longer.
that relationship.
Basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that to spin off of what Nadra's saying, it's not that they gotta end though, but like they will change. Your relationships will change, and that's great. Honestly.
Right.
Like
You have a
gotta
best
look
friend
at it
that's no
like
longer
that.
a best friend.
Look, like
Or a friend who is
honestly,
now a best friend.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
Right.
God forbid. I hope everybody in here stays in my life in a sense that we can
That she
continue
said
to
that.
escalate.
Listen,
we can continue
a
to go
friend
up.
that turned into a best friend. Like we were just
sure.
we
That's
were
what I
just
mean.
friends.
Right.
And as time grew
Things
on,
escalated.
we
right?
became
Yeah, for sure.
best friends. Like
Right, right.
as time grew on, and it wasn't false. It wasn't like, oh, let's be besties.
No,
because
I-
I
you
say
didn't
like, oh,
start off as that.
it started off as just friends. We partied and became real life things. As
It
people,
started off as a
started
friend. I was a
growing.
friend stealer.
She is a friend
I'm a
stealer,
definitely.
and I'm
You
a friend
know,
stealer too.
I'm not a friend. Maybe
You know what I feel like is
Maybe I'm a
consistent
friend
here?
I stole Brandon.
What's consistent here
We
is
about to
Jazz.
steal Brandon.
Jazz is definitely
Oh no, Javid
consistent.
is a friend.
No, Jazz.
Jazz.
Oh no,
Jazz.
no, but besides that, Javid's a friend stealer.
Okay.
We know
Okay,
Jared.
we're not talking about Jared. Anyways.
I'm just saying, he's a friend stealer. Just a lot of my friends are friend stealer because I feel like I am too.
I love that though. I really can't, like, I think it's very bizarre when people feel weird about their friends being friends with their other friends. Like,
Jared
I
is
don't
definitely
mind- I don't
that.
mind
Is that what
that.
we're talking
I
about?
love-
Yeah.
I don't mind
it's
that.
been to that. I was saying, like,
Jared
I
probably
love
feel
the
a way
camera.
of, yeah,
Jared was a
if I'm
friend
here.
that's
stealer.
real weird to
And
me.
I'm a
Like,
friend
if
to
I
someone.
love you and I love you, and then y'all end up loving each other, like, I did my motherfucking job.
Right.
Like,
No,
y'all,
that's how I
you
am.
know?
No,
And
Like,
I don't mind that.
that's so strange.
I feel
to
like
me.
before what we was talking about is like for me being friends with somebody I used to like being friends with my ex's friends.
Okay.
That dynamic is a little
It's a little
different for me because I'm looking at the loyalty of where it lies.
But even with friendship, that same feeling
I have a real
happens though.
problem with loyalty.
But
though.
now,
No,
now,
even with that, you're
if,
like, oh,
if
you
now
gonna
I
pick
met
that
you now
friend
through
over
him,
me?
Nah.
I met you
That
now through
happens.
Nico. If me and you become besties,
I'm cool. That's
I'm
fine.
cool with that. We
Right.
good. I have no problem.
But no, but some people do have problems with that though.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Like,
People do.
I don't, but
I
I
you
know
gonna be
what you're saying.
friends. I
know
put
people-
y'all on. I made
No,
y'all
I'm not
friends.
worried about
friends
that.
without me?
You gonna be friends without me?
My problem is always gonna be intent. Like, it don't matter. Like, what is your intent? Like, is your intent to try to like be
Take
friends
my
with
friend
him?
away from
You know what I'm saying? Because I've had friends that I put friends onto, and then they become side friends, whatever. I don't. When I tell you, like,
You
I'm
get two
so
fucks.
on to like, I
I
don't
love that.
care.
I
Like,
love
Right.
that.
I
As
love
far as
that.
I'm concerned,
I love
it just creates more love in my life.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I
Now
love
I
that.
could be
Now I
around
don't
this
have to
person. Oh,
pick.
now I could talk and this. Yeah, for
I don't have to
sure.
pick. I
Like,
can
But what you're talking about as far as loyalty is concerned, I really, and I know this is controversial and many people would disagree with me, but who the fuck do I need to be loyal to except for me and like the Most High? I'm doing what's best for me. If the person that you introduce me, if me and you are in a relationship and you introduce me to someone and that person ends up being someone very close to me, as much as I love you for the original friendship that we had and for introducing me to this person, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm loyal to her. I'm sorry, I can't be your
But that's what
friend.
happens. And
And
that's-
that is what happens.
And that's
But
why I
I'm
said that could
loyal to me.
the friendship
I
really
need you to cheers
be
me on that with the
Right.
strawberry. Yeah, good.
I'm loyal to me. I think as long as you're operating within integrity, it doesn't matter where your
This is where
loyalty is.
selfish comes in, right? Because it's the difference between selfish self-care. Like, selfish and self-care become like so
That's
convoluted.
fine,
but
and
it's
you might
still-
lose friends
it's the-
because
it
of
can
that.
be the
But
same
I'm doing
thing,
what's
like,
best
it
for.
can.
Me and Dom wouldn't be friends if we had followed that logic because I'm only friends with him because of my ex. If my ex, and he did kind of have an issue originally with us being close, but if I had been loyal to him, someone who I'm not even with anymore. Me and him wouldn't have the relationship that we have now.
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm loyal to me and to the people who align with me and with
No,
what
the
I'm
issue
trying
wouldn't
to
be
do
with
with
you
selfish for
my
because
that?
you
life.
met him
Are
through
you
your
selfish?
ex. No, the issue wouldn't be with you. You met him through your ex. You met.
Yeah.
The issue would have been with you because how I'm looking at it is if I'm me and the person I'm dating broke up, and I call his best friend now that's my friend. Sometimes there's an issue with that because I want to talk to him about certain things that I can't talk to him about. That's why I'm.
But why not?
What do you want to talk to? That I think that you're still getting caught up on, like, you want to
Why
talk
can't
about
you
your
talk to-
ex.
Right.
Is that all y'all? If that was
anything.
seriously, if that was if that was your whole dynamic, was only talking about your ex, and then that's not a
A real
friendship.
friendship.
Like, y'all just had that. That
That-
was
that
your
one
aspect
thing in
of it.
common.
But if
Right.
once you don't have that anymore, now you're
Where's the
almost
friendship?
you're being petty now. Like, you want to reach out to the friend to talk about.
No, it's not being petty.
I'm just saying it could. Oh dang, that smile
Yeah,
did not.
Yes, it is.
That smile did not.
It's not being petty.
I cannot confirm nor
Yeah.
deny.
I cannot confirm much enough.
That smile did not give me
fifth,
reassurance
actually.
at all.
For me, it's just about operating within integrity at all.
But that's a good
costs.
point.
For real, for
That's
real.
it.
Not all the time it's gonna work out that way.
No, it's
Not
not.
always.
But that's
You know,
why
it's
you
not always
don't
gonna
you don't
But if you're
maintain
not
those
loyal to
relationships.
yourself and to what you need, you're gonna miss out on really divine friendships and relationships because you're too busy worrying about somebody else and your loyalty to
It's
them.
coming- it's
because
right back down
because
to that.
even with that, like to me, I'm a friend stealer too.
What is this friend stealer thing?
Like as in, you meet somebody, do somebody.
somebody else.
No, I
now they
I
become-
get it,
right?
but like, why is
It's
this
a
a
thing.
thing?
I don't know.
It's a
a
thing.
thing.
It's a thing. So I've had
Just
friends.
accept it.
Like friends
not
that
stealing,
that
but
has
I just
happened to
meet
me,
people.
right? And it's like, long as they didn't like, if y'all stop being friends, just on some little miscalculated type bullshit, that's fine. If not, is this person trying to kill you, and I'm trying to still be friends with them. You know what I mean? There's certain levels of things where. oh, you trying to hurt my family or my friend,
What's right
I
is
can't
right.
be friends with you because you trying to go off the deep end.
What's right is
But
right.
if we just like, we have our separate ways, we have our own differences, and we want to part ways, and that's fine. So, to me, I'm not going to tell a friend like, yo, okay, don't be friends with him because me and you had, or me and that person had a little differences that we didn't agree on, we decided to part ways. It was nothing big enough for us to really like, yo, this person trying to almost shoot me or kill me, and you want to be friends with them?
For sure, all right, yeah.
It's something like, I'm
There's
just saying,
levels,
like,
there's definitely
I'm being
levels.
extreme,
There's
but
definitely
No, there's
I'm being
levels, there's
extreme,
levels.
Yeah,
but
there's
it's-
definitely levels, yeah.
It's levels to
Yeah, for sure, there's levels.
Bro, you still friends with this person? We just broke up because we had a mutual.
Right,
we just
right,
know we couldn't work together, and like we can't be together, or we can't be friends. And you can be like, you still friends with them, bro? Yeah, just
What did they do to me?
differences.
Yes.
What did they do to me?
But then
be a
what
good friend.
the argument that people would have to that is not what did they do to you, because like even if they didn't try to kill you, say they tried to kill Dom, then
Right.
you should at least consider
Right.
that.
Well, that's one thing. But if
but
it's
I
just
know,
a-
I'm
you
just
know,
trying to give you
we
the
just part
opposite
ways.
of it. Yeah,
Why
if
would
it's a
you
part
expect
ways.
that because y'all have parted
Again, it's all
ways that I
about
need to do the same thing?
relationships, and I'm sorry to even talk over you. Relationships are built off of how dynamics work. So like we have this dynamic, and like yeah, for sure, he plays a part in that. You know what I mean? Like if Dom tried to, or if you tried to kill Dom, I might be like, nah, it's like I don't know.
I don't know if I could be your
I don't
friend.
know, like you know what I mean, like you know what I mean.
You try to kill him?
So like
No, you
that,
tryna kill
you didn't do
Like,
anything
shoot
to me.
style?
You know what I mean? You
Right.
didn't do
I mean, you from
anything
Brooklyn,
to
but you
me.
gotta
No, but then that,
Or if you
but
pull
that
a
is a
gun on him
testament
or
to that
something,
person's
I'd be like-
character. Like, you are a little bit off.
Yes.
That's
oh,
why I can't be friends
but
with you.
but
Not
that's
because
still.
you did something to
But
me.
they ain't do
But
nothing to you though.
that, but that's still.
Based off your argument,
But
he
that's
ain't
still.
trying to
no.
kill
You
you.
did the same
He ain't
thing.
trying to
No,
kill you.
to her point. No, to
Be-
her point.
be his friend.
That's still. To
He
her
tried-
point. To
He
her
didn't try to
point.
kill you.
To her point. That's
Back
still.
me up,
That's.
back me
I
up.
got you.
That's
So,
the
to her
Brooklyn
point.
people trying to
That's
be
it.
friends.
I got you. I'm
It's
trying to
the
get it off. You hear me
Brooklyn-
trying to get it off.
Back me up,
It's the-
damn.
So
It's the
to
Brooklyn
her.
pipeline here. It's-
To her point, that's still
Listen,
that's
it's
still
Brooklyn love.
that's still a
Sorry.
definition to her character. Like, word, you just gonna pull a gun out on
Okay.
Dom?
but
Like,
I mean, but
you
for argument's
all right,
sake.
you too Brooklyn. Hold on.
argument's-
The fact
I'm
that you're
too
still
Brooklyn.
going.
for argument's sake, I felt hurt from whatever this person did, and you still want to be his friend. They can make that argument too. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to try to kill
People
you.
make
Isn't
that
an
argument all the
extreme?
time.
You
Isn't
know what I
an
mean?
extreme?
No, I know.
This person
saying-
hurt me.
No,
Why do you
no.
want to still be
Is
their
it
friend?
an
That's an
extreme?
argument.
Oh, it could have been
No,
extreme to you.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, like,
It
it's just.
depends.
It could be an
depends
extreme
right.
to you.
It don't have to
Exactly.
be that extreme, but it could be some sort of hurt, right?
Nah, I
feel like we've dealt with that as a friendship.
There
We've
we
dealt
go.
with where even how other friendships that we have together, a family member was like, yo, I don't rock with them, but you can. I'm like, you know what, cool.
And
He-
fully understand the
and fully
dynamics of that
understandable.
hurt and how
And-
that relationship dissolved. But
I
if
gotta
that
keep
person
going.
is still
He's
in
like,
my
I think this
life,
person's a cool guy. He's not this bad of a person, or she's not a bad of a person, so you can still rock with them. I'm just not gonna rock with them. But you know, that's up to you. And I feel like it was maturity on his level, respect on his level, just to allow me, because he's like, all right, we just didn't go along. It doesn't mean y'all can't go along.
it has everything to do again with feeling like you cannot control what other people do. You cannot control other people's connections. You cannot control other people's actions. It don't matter whether I introduced you to them or not. That relationship is its own thing now. I can't be concerned about what happens to y'all when me and this person fall out. That has nothing to do with me. If you are only ever concerned about what is going on with you, the rest of it is none of your fucking business, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just
Hell
saying.
no.
Do you, if you put your friend
I've done
on
that before,
to
too.
one of your homegirls, or you one of your homegirls to your homeboys that you're really cool with, do you stop being friends with either one of them if
No.
the situation
No.
ends?
I can go
No,
even deeper than
no.
that, but
It's
no.
what he
Thank
did.
you. I
It's
feel
what
like
he
you can't.
did that caused me and him.
In fact,
But if I was
Okay.
friends with you prior, like I didn't meet you through, you know, we could still be friends. We had a friendship prior to you guys dating. That's different.
ultimately, even to Naja's point, like kudos to again, like the people that I'm not going to bring them up. The people in my life were good in the communication process of this. Yeah, kudos to Naj. Yeah, those low snaps. But yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna let you-
So
I'm gonna
it
let you
deals with
finish
just
that
the communication process of it. So like
Right.
I've dealt with that. Like they communicated it with me. Stuff happened. Whatever. You know, I communicated my whatever, and things are cool now. So
I just felt like I couldn't be a good friend to both of them, being
you
that I
don't
knew
have
what
to be
happened.
you have to be a good person to yourself before you worried about being. That's what I'm saying. Like, where you want me to go with this? Like, it is about yourself, which could seem selfish, but.
You're right.
So what is the general consensus amongst the four of us about men and women being friends?
we can.
We can be
we
friends.
definitely can't
100%
be friends.
possible.
If we are friends because of a romantic relationship, can we
It
remain
complicates
friends
it.
or can we not after a relationship
It
has
depends
been
on
severed?
individual.
I think you could remain friends after a romantic.
You can.
Depending on
Obviously, it complicates things, but yes, we can.
You
Yes.
can.
we're
Yes.
all on the same page.
We're
Yes,
all on
we
the
all
same
can.
page.
And in
with that.
fact,
So-
like, all right, and damn, Naj, I got you. All right, so communication, no, because you would drop a bomb. So communication, maturity are like
Thank you.
two
Right, and
very
trust.
top.
Coming out in my book in 2022.
Yes, I'm buying it. But yes,
Respectfully, we don't know what
communication,
it's called, but
trust.
Maturity
we
and
buy it.
trust,
Maturity.
yeah.
Because
Those-
whoever you're dating have to trust you that
Yeah,
you're
for
not
sure.
going to no longer be sleeping with this person that you had
Just
a
look.
relationship with.
anything,
Right?
any
The person
single
that
Or,
you're
thing.
dating has
or
to-
if you didn't even have a sexual relationship, you just have a relationship with this
Exactly.
person.
Yeah.
It have to be
Anything-
trust.
The guy that I'm
Any of
dating have a
those
whole lot of girlfriends, like friends that are girls.
Girls, yeah.
Any of those
So,
relationships can
I'm
be
A-okay with
put together with trust, with communication. Any single one that we can literally think of. We give a lot of devil's advocate
Right.
here,
Absolutely.
but all of them can be put together properly
With
with
trust,
trust,
maturity.
communication,
and
maturity,
Facts.
for sure.
Yes.
There we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
You gotta actually, you might want to get a hammer. Get an actual hammer.
Bop, bop, bop.
Listen, I appreciate your input on this. So it was a lovely episode. Well, we're going to end it here. This is Charging to the Game. Can we take a toast?
Oh,
Oh, I did.
Right.
nice and neat. No ice.
Charging to the game.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.